Hello, hello. What we got here then, yeah? For some reason, super nervous. Why? I have no idea. You know, the fact is I stream on Twitch fairly often. I don't like to junk up the YouTubes, but here we are. So, let's turn off that music. Shh, music. Okay, there we go. Howdy y'all, Emerger, welcome buddy, how you doing? Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to create some sort of sci-fi apartment. Why? Probably because we're going to be doing some sort of short film coming up with it. But I feel like I kind of just want to get back into modeling after creating the last short film, which turned out okay. Ooh. However, I think, yeah, I was hoping that it might get on Matt's radar and, you know, get out there. So, I got this pretty lass. But what we're going to do first is let's just go into solid mode. Let's get rid of this, and this. And then we're going to kind of create a bit of a room on how we want to do this. So I was thinking a 5 meter room. So scale Y 2.5, 5 meter room by maybe 6 meters. So scale X 3. So there we go. I think this, actually, I still think that's a little bit too big. Let's shrink it down even more. So we will go 4 meters. No. Let's go -2, and then here we can go 2, and I reckon we can bring this back to maybe, you know what, I think that should be fine. A nice 6 by 4 meter room. 6 times 4, 12, 18, 24. Is that? Yes, it is. 24 square meters. Okay, cool. So I'm happy with that. So this is going to be the overall size of our room. And so what I was planning is I jumped onto realestate.com and kind of looking at how this is going to look. So a 2 meter I think is a little bit too low. Let's go Let's go extrude 2.2 meters. Okay. And so let's just kind of start working out our box. So this is the front view, this is side view, beautiful. So I'm going to start kind of just cutting out pieces so I don't have to see them. So let's go P, separate by selection. And that's going to be our first wall. This one here as well. We're going to go P, separate by selection as well. And then let's hide this piece. So this is kind of what our room's going to be. Now, first up is we're going to put in a bed. Now, I do like how in a lot of renders, they've got the bed inserted into the wall with the window there. So that's kind of like the theme that we're going to go with. So from here, what I'm actually going to do is let's go GX -1, bring it back a little bit. And then from here, we want about a 2.2 meter bed. So for instance, I'm going to dump this here, this line, and yeah, let's bring it about there-ish, okay? And then E to extrude by 1. Nope. Let's put an edge loop in here, and we're going to set this edge loop to be about 1 meter. So it's going to be about 1 meter high. Now, for the point of that is there's plenty of storage underneath. You know, we're being a little bit pedantic, but you know what, let's just kind of block it out now. Let's now go from here, E to extrude by 1. And so this is going to be kind of like the sleeping quarters. And then from here, what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to block it out, delete face. And so this is what our room's going to be kind of be. I'm going to take a little bit of quite a bit of inspiration from Star Citizen. And on one of the opening bases, how it looks like that. I do like how there is a table right in the middle. So what we're just going to do is we're just going to start blocking this jazz in. Let's go scale 0.5 on the X. There we go. I do like how Star Citizen has this kind of like bench here, which is about 1 meter high. Yeah, I think that's about fine. I think we might have to bring it up a little bit later. but we'll deal with that afterwards. Shift D, Z, and we'll have something that sits like that. So this would be kind of like the kitchenette area. We'll probably put some storage in here. And then from here as well, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add in another plane, and this is going to be our kind of door into the main area. So we'll just snap that in place, scale 0.5 on the Y. And then from here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a Solidifier Modifier on it, just purely for the fact is I'm just going to set that to, let's just go 0.1, and we'll set that on 0 there. So we kind of get this layout of the room. From here, let's grab all this jazz, move it down to the bottom here. And so this will be our entryway. And the way this door is going to work is it's going to slide into the wall. And then from here, we're just kind of bamfing all this out. We're going to put probably a wall about here. And then we'll put another wall into there like so. And what this will allow me to do is, why did that not put a, oh, that's why. Let's just throw another line in there. There we go. So we have this section. And then from here, what I'm going to do is just select this. I'm going to press F, select this and this, F. Let's put an edge loop through there, and that should be probably about 1, just so it's all lined up. And then I can go F, F, nope. F and nope, you still don't want to do that. That's fine. That's cool. There we go. And so this is going to be kind of like as if it's like a bathroom section. So that's just the way we're kind of laying it out. We're just trying to get something to a point which we like. Now, I'm not going to be worrying about modeling the bathroom because I don't really care about the bathroom. So that's how we're going to be doing this. I really like where we are at the moment. What's going to be along this wall? Probably maybe cupboard, some storage. We'll probably put in some, for instance, come into here. If we throw in an edge loop into there, we could maybe this bit here. Let's press I, scale. And then if we kind of bring that to here-ish, E to extrude, and then we've got another inset into that section. So like I said at the start of the video, what the plan is to build something. We're going to use simple textures. Now for the point of that is I'm going to try and take this over into Unreal Engine, put it into VR. I'll also try it in Blender VR as well and see how that goes. And then let's see if we can actually walk around this space and just kind of like, just see what happens, see how it goes. So far I'm very happy with how this has turned out. I know I've got to focus on this wall, but I'm not going to be too concerned about that because what we'll do is we'll go backwards and clean that up afterwards. One thing I do like, which Star Citizen has, is it has that kind of like Halo ceiling style in a way. It's not the right words. I know what I'm saying, kinda. But what I'm going to do is we're just going to kind of get a nice ring happening here. Let's bring that just so kind of like equal squares over here. Let's go, because of all the extra geometry, we can't use a edge loop. So what I'm going to do is just press K for the knife tool. I'm going to press Z so it cuts through all the mesh, and C to make sure it's parallel. So about here. Makula? Whoops. Did they change it? No. ZC. What? Hang on. What's going on? Have they changed something? C? So I'm just reading down the bottom here. Okay, so Blender 3, they've changed something. Close cut. Okay. Exit is to cancel. Control Z. I don't care. Close cut. New cut. Ignore snapping. No, I want snapping. What's snapping? Okay, that's snapping. Angle constraint. Okay, so A is the new thing, and C is to cut through. All right. Great. That's good to know. There we go. And we'll press enter on that. Now we've got our line. Let's go G to the let's select this whole loop in here. Get stuffed. There we go. And now we can go G to the X. Beautiful. And then we're going to do the same up there. So let's deselect everything. K for the knife tool. A, so it's straight. And then C to make sure it cuts through everything. Enter. And let's just go GY. Kind of line it up there. We're kind of getting a square. Beautiful. And then what this allows me to do is select all these faces. Oh, I can't do that, can I? Because... alright, fine. Let's put an edge loop through there, edge loop through there. Now we can grab all this jazz in here. You can do it, Marco. Oh, well done. Oops, missed 2 over there. From here, I'm going to do an inset, like so. Then I'm going to grab this section in here, E to extrude, just so it goes up a little bit. E to extrude again, so it goes up a little bit higher. And then from here, what we're going to do is I'm going to Alt left click on that edge there, E to extrude, right click to put that back in place, and then Alt S to pull that in. Nee, welcome, man. Brazil. Jeez. What's the time? I don't know. Not from Brazil. Sorry. It's currently 10:30 at night. Let's plop on. What I'm going to do from here is I'm just going to assign a basic material, and let's just go plus and then create another one. So the reason why I've done this, added the material this way, let's click assign, is so that if I were to add the material to that first material slot, then the whole area would be in that material. I don't really want that. I want that to be separate. So we're just going to kind of focus on little individual bits. So from here, if we go into there, EV, beautiful. Let's just go into cycles. And then we can see that we've kind of got this halo effect happening up the top where we're looking at maybe the bulk of the lighting. Now what we will do is we'll probably come back in a little bit later and let's do it now. So the plan is to, whoops, CPU, no, GPU please. And the other thing is denoiser. All right, so the plan is here is to separate the roofs. So let's select that edge loop. I'm going to press V to rip, Control L to select just the roof, P separate by selection. So now this roof piece is a separate piece. From here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around and select all these corners. Let's come into wireframe. This one? Yes, sweet. And let's just quickly grab everything that we can. Lovely chablace. Nope. That one? Okay. And then what I'm going to do is, did I grab everything? Let me just, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. From here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to press Control B to do a bevel. And then with the mouse wheel, just Control B to put in a bevel. Oh, you daft monkey. Sorry. I undid a little bit too much there. So let's just go ahead and reselect that. Come back to here. I'm just going to work off this corner here. Control B to do a bevel. And then using the middle mouse, we can increase the number of cuts in the bevel. So let's go maybe something like that. That's nice. Let's grab the other piece in here. And let's just go Alt S. Or not. Let's go something like that. And I'm just going to kind of jerry rig it like so. And then if we jump over into cycles now, we can see that that light is illuminating and we've got some nice curves. Is that a nice curve? That's a nice curve in there. Obviously what we can do is with the material, let's select our roofing McRoof roof, select our material, and we can go 10. And then that kind of like really starts illuminating the space. So I really like what that looks like. Yo, do you do live streams too? Sweet, yeah, I do. Oh, Top Channel 101. Oh my goodness, mate. Great channel. Make sure you check him out. That's pretty cool. I haven't seen you for ages. Another Blender YouTuber. I think you've got other stuff on there as well. I think. No. Yeah, but you've got some cool stuff. Anyway, make sure you check out his channel as well. So from here, okay, so we can see that we're building up that quite nicely. What the plan will be here as well is for this section, let's maybe start building this area. I'm not going to put our bevel on the outside in there. Morning. Wiki creator. Wiki. Thanks, mate. Much appreciated. So let's go ahead and maybe start building on that bedding section. And this might form the kind of like the mood of what this building is actually going to look like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this loop, and let's go Shift D to duplicate and P to separate by selection. There we go. So now we're looking at this. From here, what I'm going to do is go to add modifier, and then I'm going to add in a Solidifier Modifier, like so. And we're just going to increase the size. Whoop, that's the offset. Let's increase the size, and I want it to go the other way. We want even thickness, so you can see that because we've got this edge loop here, it tries to make it the right thickness, where here it does some like weird calculation. So if we go even thickness, there we go. So now that's kind of like a proper square. The other thing we can see up here is I do want something like that. Okay. Now I'm going to grab this edge loop and let's go GY. Nope. GX and bring that out a little bit. Okay. And so I'm fairly happy with that. So it's kind of like a very modular system. Do I have a regular channel? I think I'm going to come back to doing Sunday nights again. I really do like a Sunday night, you know, de-stress from the week before I get ready to go back to work. So yeah, I'll probably start doing Sunday nights again. Let's go 0.9, just so it's sitting in a little bit. Beautiful. So I'm very happy with how that looks. And then what we'll do here as well is, let's go Shift D. I'm going to go G10, just to move it up. And then let's use this. Let's go Control A and apply that in there. I am using Blender 3 as well, if you need to know. All right, so from here, let's now expand this out. I'm going to go P, separate by selection, just so we've got our kind of like window frame. And let's kind of build with this now. Let's go, do I want to, actually maybe we should bring it in a smidgen, like so. Beautiful. And we're going to go E to extrude, scale. I'm going to go Shift X because I only want it to scale sideways and up, not long ways. So there we go. So now that's kind of gone into the building. Lovely. From here, I'm going to select this edge loop, Control B. And for those of you who have been following me for quite some time will know what I'm about to do. Let's just line this up and make sure it's in the middle. G to the Y. That's about in the middle. We are going to now select these two edge loops, Control B to do a bevel, and then let's select this top section, G to the Z. There we go. Oof. I just love it. I love it for some reason. I don't know why. Now I'm a pirate. Yar. Okay. So don't question it. So from here now, let's go delete edge loop, and we'll do this one as well. Delete edge loop, Control B, scale X, scale Y, 0. So now we've got a flat surface in there. So we can see that these two sides aren't fully square, but that's fine. We will deal with that later. From here, let's go something like that. And then with these two sections, let's go, no, Marco, this one here. Thank you, Blender. Control B. And we will grab this and this, G to the Z, and bring it down like that. How is that looking? That is looking not too suave. So the plan will be, is this, I do want this to be a cityscape on the other side of this window, but it might not be. Let's go Alt-H to unhide everything. Let's just go throw a material onto our world. And I'm just going to do kind of like a nice sky blue. something like that. Let's go into rendered view. And then, yeah, we're going to kind of get this effect filling up. Now, primarily, probably inside the room will be a little bit darker. So, for instance, this white light, maybe 10, might be 5, because we want all that light coming through there. Thank you very much, mate. Much appreciated. Make sure you go check out Top Channel 101. I think you're beating me in subscribers as well. Let's just have a quick look. Out of interest's sake. I think you are. I think you're at like 98 or almost 100,000. Not that I'm competitive or anything, and that I'm checking you out to make sure. 157. Screw you. Darn it. That is so good. Very jealous. Anyway, go check out Top Channel 101. 101. Dang it. 157. Anyway, we're going to continue on. All right, so from here, this is looking quite nice. I am very happy with how this has turned out. So this is going to be the bed section. If I have stuffed up the scale, actually, let's test it out. So what I'm going to do now is go into pose mode. Let's go Control S. Make sure we save that. Pose mode. Alt R, Alt G. Let's go rotate X. Oh my goodness. So the reason that has happened is because I've got individual origins. Let's just go medium point, rotate 90 degrees. Just want to make sure that they fit. That's a tweet fit. Oh, what you know, but that's a tweet fit. Okay. So we might just increase the size there, bring you back. So let's go ahead and with this and this, just going to increase the size ever so slightly. Come on, Marco. Scale on the Y. Something like that. And then we can come in and select our building. Let's grab this hole in here. Scale on the Y. Beautiful. And so now, yeah, we've got that nice ooh, geez. Okay, bit more, Marco. Select this one, the main structure, scale on the Y, push it all the way out. Beautiful. From here, let's go ahead and I'm going to put a hole in here. So I'm going to press I and E to extrude. Something like that. Let's go ahead now and select our main room. Select here. I'll tell you what I want, what I really want. So I want to delete these faces. Delete. If I go delete vertices, that's going to be a problem. If I go delete faces, that's okay. And then I'm going to go delete edges. Okay. And so this has now allowed me to create kind of like this crevice in here. Let's go like so. J to the Z. Shift D. Press I to do an inset and E to extrude. And then this piece here is going to be kind of like our mattress. Control LP, separate by selection. And let's maybe Makula. That's not what I wanted. Let's select that. P, separate by selection. Grab that and grab this piece here. Control J to join. Merge by distance. I'm assuming that merged. Yeah, cool. Is that... Oh, itchy nose. Okay, beautiful. What we might do is I'm just going to SM underscore bed. Whoops, caps lock is on. SM underscore bed. SM is for static mesh. This one here actually will join. Is there two meshes there? Nope. Okay. SM underscore window seal. I don't think I say spell it. Anyway. Alright. Lol, I still use 2.82 of my unfinished projects. And playing new versions, making notes. Made something easy. What? I still use 2.82. Yeah, I will always try and upgrade to the latest and greatest. I mean, purely because of the fact that I've got so many add-ons that I use. But here, I'm trying not to use any add-ons. Trying is the key word. From here, let's go add modifier. Let's throw in a bevel. And then I'm going to increase the segments. So we kind of have that. How's that looking? That's looking not too bad. We've got a bit of a pinch up here. Not too concerned about that. Beautiful. Then from here, what I might do is I might put an edge loop through there, edge loop through there, select these two, scale Z0, so they're in line with each other. Control B to do a bevel. Middle mouse wheel up to make an extra little divot. From here, Control numpad minus to shrink my selection. And then let's go Alt S to scale in. And then what that's given us is kind of more of a modular set. No worries, Duck. So I'm very happy with that. I think what we might even do is add a little bit of extra as well. Do I have part of the building in there? I do have part of the building in there. So let's now clear. Oh yeah, that's fine. Hide and hide. Let's now clear a part of this building away because I really am not using it. I got a feeling it'll bite me in the buttocks a little bit later. Control numpad plus to increase my selection. Itchy nose. Press delete faces. So now we are only working with this module. Now from here, what I'm going to do is select this section in here. And we'll select both of these sections. Press I to do an inset, E to extrude. And now, what has this given us? Yep, G, X, Y. Sorry, my bad. And then here, what we can do is we can come back in a little bit later. Let's grab. I want to just increase. Just want to grab this edge in here. Nope. Nope. Yep. Nope. Sorry, I've been watching way too much TikTok. Let's grab this bit and I'm just going to pull that out because we're not going to be seeing the outside. And then this will allow me to grab that G, Y and push it out. So this is going to be kind of like that little bit of extra shelves that we were talking about earlier. Technically still in line with the building. I mean with the apartment. So I'm fairly happy with how that has looked. Nice. Nice. From here, I do want to create some sort of storage area. So we will start adding to this. The future where grown men... What was... Oh, there was something about the dollhouse. There was a product and they went, boys don't want to play with dollhouses. Oh, so The Sims. Beautiful game, perfect game. Was originally called Dollhouse. However, it was the marketing guys went, no, computer games are played by boys. We can't call it Dollhouse because they won't play it. And so they ended up calling it The Sims. And then what ended up happening is that the sisters of the boys who were playing it were getting really into it. And then that's how they kind of got the girl market, was that the sisters were watching the boys play. So yeah, that was... Anyway, it could have been called the Dollhouse, but it wasn't. Okay. I know, random fact, sorry. From here, let's go into... Can I copy... I still can't copy modifiers. Okay, the amount and the segments. So let's now go ahead and select Control LP, separate by selection. I just want this piece, and this is going to be kind of like a draw in a way. So let's go into bevel, Control V, and tree. And that is way too big. So let's bring that back. Nice. From here, what I will do is press 3 to go into face view. I. And for now, what I'm going to do is just go GZ, and we're going to create a kind of Oh, actually, no. Let's undo that. Undo that marker. Undo that. Undo that. Undo that. Undo that. Let's put an edge loop through here. I'm going to press I to do an inset, and then I again to do a separate inset. Scale on the Z. And so what we're doing is we're creating some handles. We're creating some handles. So this is what it's going to semi look like. Shift D, P, separate by selection. With this, let's go set origin to geometry. I'm going to go Control L, delete vertices, delete the bevel, add a mirror modifier on the Y. There we go. And so what will happen now is that I only have to work on the one handle, and then we can duplicate it across the other one. New indie game developer, the future, yes, da-da-da. Always a dude with a computer using a computer to hack. Are you modeling an easy hub room? Easy hub room. If you want to call it that. It's more I'm just trying to make like a sci-fi apartment. I got a feeling I'll probably end up using this for an animated short film. I did release a parody not long ago, yesterday, about Matt Stoning, who's a competitive eater. I don't know why. I don't know how he eats food. I don't know how he eats so much food. But it's just a channel that I watch, and I thought, yeah, I might do something. Make a parody on him. Green Poland. Poland. Jeez. Cheese and whiskers. Well, I'm all the way in Australia. And it is currently 10 to 11 p.m. Okay, let's delete that. And I'm going to delete that. All right, so what we will probably end up doing, I'm just going to GX, pull this out. Let's just increase the scale. E to extrude on the X. There we go. And so that is some very rudimentary handles. From here, let's select both of them, G to the X. And then what we're going to do is we're going to kind of have it sitting there. Doesn't really work. So let's grab both of these, GZ. And there we go. So now we've got that. We'll make sure it goes all the way to the ground. G to the Z. Beautiful. Lovely jobblies. I like that. Actually, that's not too bad. That is not too shabby. 1 to 6 a.m. here in the middle of the States. Jeez. Time I don't put into these. Learn a lot. That's great, mate. But it's sleep time. No worries. Get some sleep. Sleep is important, but I'm pretty bad. This is, yeah, I'm pretty bad with sleep. I should be better. So we can now dot the room full of these kinds of cupboards. And so because we've kind of really put that bevel on there, it allows us to, yeah, give that sci-fi look. Like I've said before, I'm trying to get the inspiration from Star Citizen. Even though I don't play it, it just seems like a beautiful game. As much as I want to. GY. So let's kind of line it up so it's like so. GY in there. And then macula. From here, let's select this handle. I'm going to delete the mirror. Let's select this. And we are going to select all that. Delete vertices, please. Thank you. And let's go for beautiful. From here, what we can do is select both of these. The door handle will now be rotated right, I reckon. And we will make it longer. Whoa, why is that not straight? Why are you not straight? You jerkosaurus. Sorry for the profanity. Scale Z. Whoops. Scale Z 0. And we'll select all these. Scale Z 0. There we go. That's a little bit better. And then I'm going to go G to the Z. And so it's kind of like a massive handily to open the door. Now it needs to be rotated around 90 degrees. Control L, rotate X, 180. Beautiful. And then from here, what we can do is we can grab this top bit, G to the Z, all the way to the top, please. Thank you. We can see now that that is not lined up at all. So this is our problem here. Let's grab these. G to the X, Y, about there. And then we can grab this. Let's grab that one there. G, X, Y. Beautiful. About here. All right. So here's a question for everyone. Who has seen June? Like, I went out by myself. I left the wife home with the kids, and I went, I'm gonna go out and watch a film. But oh man, how I don't understand how it is so gorgeous. I'm not going to give away any spoilers, but it's kind of like it's made me want to get back into sci-fi modeling. I think's the big thing. When Star Wars Phantom Menace came out, that's the one that got me into 3D modeling, especially the pod racer sequence when the kind of Dune. Yeah, sorry, as I was saying that, when the pod races, the bit where there's one specific shot, and that's where the pod racers are going through the canyon, and you got the light, and it's kind of like half hitting the pod racer, and the other half of the pod racer's in shadow. Oh, just that. Love that scene. Love that shot. And that was the shot that got me into doing 3D. Alright. So to me, this is more of an IKEA setup. So we might need to come in and do some more jazz, I reckon. I'm going to press I to do an inset. Let's press I again. Let's fix this. Let's select that loop, delete edge loop. Beautiful. That's fine. From here, I'm going to go face mode, delete face. So I'm just trying to clear up some of this mesh. What? Hey, stop being a jerk. One. This is a face. Delete edge loop. Let's try get rid of all this. Sorry, I'm just trying to clean up this mesh a little bit because of what I want to do. I'll tell you what I really want. I'll tell you what I really want. Whoops. Delete. Yeah, faces. And then if we select this, Control B. And just like that, let's select these two, Control B. Something like that. GY, something like so. And then this will allow me to do that. And then that'll allow me to do, oh no, you daft monkey. Cool. From here, let's, do I have any edge loops in here? Nope, and nope. So we will select these two, Control B to do a bevel. G to the Z, bring that up. This will allow me to do this to this. And let's do this and this, delete. Ah, itchy nose. There we go. This will now allow me to go FF and F. Let's select this, scale Z0. Nope, I just want this and this, scale Z0. There we go. So we're just trying to line it up with the handles now. GZ0, beautiful. From here, scale Y0. Just trying to make everything just square. Scale Y0, GY, beautiful. And then delete edge loop. Let's go like this. Bevel. Oh, excuse me. Marco tired. From here to here. F. Blut. Blut. Scale. What? Yep. Scale Y0. GY. Let's just bring that up there. Scale Y0. GY. Let me just check out chat. Hey, I can't say that. I already know the story even before watching him. Yeah, I didn't pay attention to anything about it. Considering the fact I wasn't really intending on going to the cinema. But I kind of, Friday night, I just went, I'm going to go to the cinema. And that was the conversation. And then I went to the cinema by myself. And it was great because I watched it. From here, actually, let's bring that back. And I'm going to select all these faces. Boop, boop. Let's press I to do an inset. So we've got this. So we've got our edge loop. Let's go like that. Control B. And for those, we're going to do my wonderful little thingamabob that I love doing. Beautiful. G to the Z. Bring that down. Let's grab, not there. Let's put one there and one there. Select here, Control B to do a bevel, and then this will kind of mirror the windows. And then we can select this edge loop, edge loop, edge loop. Control B to do a bevel, middle mouse in. Oh. What I might do is I'm going to grab this area because we can see that it's kind of bunched up a little bit. So let's go scale Y. Do something like, is that going to work? It's going to look like crud. Just trying to plan this. All that, please. Thank you. And we'll take that away. Scale on the Y. Is it scaling? Oh, okay. Whoops. Just trying to get cleaner geometry a little bit. We're kind of guesstimating. Scale and scale. She'll be right. Let's grab this. I'm just going to stuff it. Just scale. We'll fix this up later if need be. Like so, scale. Just so we've got more, better straight lines. Ish, kinda. Don't shoot me. Let's now go Alt S. Push that in like so. It's a little bit better. I do like that. I am enjoying the cooking with gas there. Lovely. Nice. Whoops. Let's press these two. Now delete faces. And then we've got this, which is nice in there. We could probably even put in some sort of plating over the top. So let's maybe just grab this and we'll just try it out. Shift D, scale on the Y. It's just the bevel that we've got. E to extrude, take that out. Control LG to the X. There we go. Just something like that. Shift D to the Z. Pimp Nizzle. That's not bad. I'll buy that for $1. Hey, buddy. That's the easy part of the books. Oh, I don't know. I am looking forward to part 2. I think it's gonna be something. But yeah. Oh, I do like that. I think that looks okay. Let's maybe grab this. Scale on the Y. So yeah, it no longer looks IKEA-ish, which is what we're after. So let's go delete. And then we're going to grab all this jazz and let's go Shift D to the Y, move it over. About, oops, come on. You can do it, Blender. Yeah. I think that looks good. I'm fairly happy with how that's turned out. Oh, hiccups or something. Yeah, that's sick. Okay, let's just turn that on. Oops, let's go Alt H. And then obviously we don't really see this detail in here. And do I have a camera? I don't have a camera. If I go Shift A, camera, Control Alt numpad 0, and then the camera becomes my view. Oops. Let's just go like so. Let's do this. Come into bake performance. F12. Just kind of. It's going to be 4,000. I don't want 4,000 samples. Who in their right mind has 4,000 samples? Okay. Let's just go maybe 128. Even that's a little bit too high for my liking. And F12. Let's just have a look. Just gonna kind of just get a glimpse of what this looks like. And obviously we've got the denoiser on. But that's too bad. That's not too bad. I actually really like how that's turned out. Obviously at the moment, because it's white, it looks a little bit sterile. But to me, that's not bad. That seems just, that's cool. So I think as well, what we might do is maybe put some like ornaments here as well, something just hanging in there, and I think that might just add to it. Oh, even that. Oh yeah. Let's oops. I kind of want to get a little bit of that light just to see what that looks like. Just on the cupboard over here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's press Control S to save that. But the future is sterile. Maybe. See, I don't live in an apartment. I live in a house. Not that it's got to do with not that it's got to do with anything, but I always wondered what it would be like to live in an apartment. Obviously, having an apartment during COVID would have sucked, especially if you've got kids. Because I know mine were on the trampoline pretty much most of the time, because obviously they couldn't get out and about. That's not 0.01. My 0.005. Just a little bit. Just a little bevel. We'll bump it up. Let's just go into smooth. We're going to put a shade smooth. Come into the normal section. Normals, auto smooth. Beautiful. And we're going to do the same here. Shade smooth. Nope. Don't like that. Bevel. 4. Yeah, I like that. That looks nice. Nice. From here, I'm just going to do the same really quick. Shade smooth. Shade smooth. Itchy. Yeah, I'm fairly happy with how that looks. That's just, it's a good. Good. Blender now comes with progressive. And so the des. Yeah, okay. No, that's fine. Yeah, no, because I normally do animations, I always just bring it down. I don't want to see what it looks like at 4,000. Okay, so the section in here, what are we going to put in? Even the section in here. So maybe what we might want to do is put in some extra lights through this here. Where are my squares? There it is. Okay, cool. Let's come in. Let's select hide and hide those two doors. Let's go Control S. I just want to save, and I'm going to go into pose mode, Alt R, Alt G. And then what we're going to do is just have a look. Is that bench at the right height? Down you come. That's a nice height. Just not smacking her head on this thing. Beautiful. Let's undo all that. Back you go, sunshine. Beautiful. Nope. Might raise this up a smidgen. And then just like what we've done up top, let's grab these two. Control B to do a bevel. Just like that, because knowing in the future we've got more curves, because if we don't, we're going to hit our toes on all the sharp little bits. How to flow. I'm baking in 2K. Well, it depends how big the model is that you're baking. If it's a small model, that you should technically have a high-res image. But if you're baking this whole room in a 4K image, Sanya, welcome, buddy. Alright, so from here, let's go like so. Let's press I to do an inset, just like what we did before. Let's grab off this edge, G to the Y, bring that in. Let's do I to do another inset. Let's grab this, E to extrude, like so. We'll put an edge loop through there. Let's grab this in there. E to extrude, Alt S to bring that puppy in. Beautiful. Let's add our two materials, white, light, assign. And then hopefully now when we go into rendered view, we will have shut up world. Let's just quickly, black. That's, it'll look good. Yeah, that just goes in nicely, doesn't it? Even if when the room's dark, it looks okay. Obviously, what we'll do here is probably, if we were to do like a full space one where she's outside and there's not much light coming in, we can bump up the emissions up to 10. And then that really gives us a lot more. Yeah, I like that. What we'll probably do as well is with the panels on the roof here as well, we'll probably just do some intricate cuts in there as if that's paneled together as well. That'll look good. I do like this section. We probably need question is do we cut this area out in here? But then technically what we'll do is probably just add in more storage. So I'm just thinking what would look the best. Obviously we kind of want to follow the theme here of this door to throw onto here. So probably multiple drawers. The one big cupboard. Let's go that way. And obviously this way is the way we'd be doing the cooking, because then technically we could look out. Beautiful. I'm down with that. Why does this look like rubbish? Is it because of this? Oops. Bring it down to 2, bring it down to 1, go back up to 2, angle, wait, nah, angle, just having a quick look, angle, yeah, whatever. Oh. It's time. Okay, come on. Let's go. 45 more minutes, and we're going to try and do it till midnight. I'm making house parts, i.e. walls, separate UVs. Separate UVs or separate textures? Are they separate objects? So that's, yeah. All right, let's go ahead, and what actually we might do is I might even put in a hole here. So let's kind of grab that, Control B to do a bevel. I'm going to do a little one. Let's go Alt S on here and just bring that in. So now we've kind of got this little lip. We could probably even put in a little bevel in there, but I won't do that right now. Maybe we can throw in a bevel modifier. Oh my goodness, what is going on with me? From here, let's select both of these, scale Z 0, noise. Yeah, I like that. No, well, you can't really have that come all the way out because you've got this. Let's go into a shade smooth. Let's come over here into auto smooth. There we go. So now we've got this section in here. I'm just trying to work out how to do this door. Maybe what we might do is I'm just going to grab this face, Shift D, P, separate by selection, and I'm just going to grab that. Let's go G to the Z, bring it back up, turn off proportional editing. For some reason I had that on. All right, so this is going to be our drawers. Maybe what we'll do is 3 like so, and then Control B to do a bevel, ever so slightly, delete faces. So now we have that. From here we can come up and create 4 more drawers, Control B to do a bevel, delete faces, beautiful. Let's now go G to the X, E to the extrude and take that in. Delete faces, and then from here 0.002 noise, do we cut out a hole? Oh my goodness, Marco. No, we don't cut out a hole because I know if I was in this room I'd be constantly smacking my leg up against any handles. So let's grab this handle in here, Shift D, let's delete that mirror, right click, set origin to geometry, beautiful. And then from here what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of line that up into, actually rotate 90. Oh my goodness, why? Stop being a jerk. Oops. Let's grab that section, scale Z 0, and then we will grab that, scale Z 0. All right, and then from here what we can do is we will put that flush probably there-ish. Do we have it going the right way? Nope. Yes, that's right. Shift D, Y, rotate 180. We can always move that over a little bit later. The door over here, let's kind of just move that over just a smidgen, because what happens now is that still doesn't have space, but we need to give it space to rotate open. Even though we're not going to be rotating it open, it'll be good just to kind of like have that similarity. From here, Shift D, rotate 90 degrees minus. Okay, cool. Shift D, Z. And we'll grab both of these. Shift D, Z. Lovely. Let's grab that. Everything is going to get a I to do an inset. Okay, scale. Beautiful. All right, so now we know that this is well off. G, Y. Put that over there. Beautiful. All right, let's bring these, bring these sections up, G to the Z, and in here, boop, scale on the Y, bring that in. Oh, you're a fat molar. Oh, that's why. This door is smaller. Dang it. Alright, so let's try that. Let's grab... Go back to the doors, and I'm just going to move everything over just a smidgen. Beautiful. And then we'll go G to the Y, just kind of lining that up a little bit more. Whatever's good enough for me. But like I've said, for those of you who are new, welcome. So we're trying to build up a apartment, sci-fi apartment, and then we're going to get it over into Unreal Engine, and then we're going to put VR in. I will test VR as well in Blender, because apparently there's been a massive upgrade in that as well. So we'll try it in Blender. Obviously, probably not tonight. I think this will be an ongoing thing, and we'll probably work on this next Sunday as well. But yes. So that is the goal. The goal is to build something that we can put into VR and stand in. Jeez, okay. So that is completely off. So let's grab our 4 door handles. That one? Nope. That one? Nope. That one? Nope. That one? There we go. So we're doing some safe goals. I'm not really... Might take a break from making the animations. Because clearly not the best. I think is the safest way of putting it. But yeah, delete faces. There we go. And let's quickly delete. Oh, no, I've already done that. Yeah, look at that. That's nice. I do like that. That looks good. Looks a little bit different from here, so we might take some of those elements and throw it on there. Separate objects, yes. Def 90s. Midnight. So, I am based in Canberra, Australia. The Australia's capital. Have you been watching? No, I haven't. No. I've been slowly trying to get back onto the Netflix train and the Disney Plus train, but just lack of time. So I am trying to avoid TV for some reason as much as possible. I know it's bad, but I've been watching a channel on YouTube where they do movie recaps. Because there's been so many films, I'm like, oh, I'm not going to watch that. But then, yeah, I quickly just watch the film in 10 minutes. I'm like, oh, that's what it was about. I know it's bad. G to the Z. Let's go G, Y, X. I'm bringing that out. Come on, buddy. I just want that. There we go. That face in there. From here, let's grab that plate. Come on. Thank you. Let's go like so. Control B, like so. Let's grab these 2 faces. These 2 faces in there. Scale on the Y. No, don't do that. Let's do it like this. We will go P, separate by selection on this one. Okay, G to the Z. Bring that one all the way up. G to the Z. Bring all that way down. Let's go GZ. Like so. I'm going to grab this. G, Y. How does this look? I think that's too sharp now. GZ. That's not too bad. That is semi what I was going for. Excellent. So let's select this. Shift D to the Y. Scale Y -1. G, Y. About there. How is that looking? Yeah, nice. Beautiful. That's kind of sad. I know. I know. Don't judge me too much. Okay, so I do like how I've created that. So what we might do in terms of this, let's go Shift D, G, Z, scale, E to extrude Z all the way to the top. Let's press in there, bevel, G, Z. Let's scale that up a little bit more. And then, Control B, do that one. Let's go scale Z. Have I done this right? G, Y. Something like that. And then maybe what we'll do is we'll increase this as well. Scale Z. Bring that up. Control L. G, X, E. Delete faces because we don't need that. How is that looking? Ooh. That's not bad. I do like that. How are we feeling rendering wise? Let's go into the world and we'll put this back to black. And we'll give my camera a chance to F12 on that puppy. Let's have a look. So, is your sci-fi show going to be in anything? I don't know. I don't know. I think I might start off, because I've been working on the workflow, going from like Character Creator 3 to iClone. And then I think I'm going to be rendering it out in Unreal Engine purely for render times. So I'm going to have to learn all about lighting in Unreal Engine. And then I'll be creating models within Blender and exporting them and putting them into Blender. I think is the best way to go. Just because the rendering is just killing me. Like, especially when I'm rendering the last short, which was this one. It rendered, I don't know why, but it rendered at a minute. Rendered 4,500 frames in about 75 minutes. Now I think that's because I baked the lighting. I think that's why. So I'm trying to, speed up render time, so on and so forth, but that's just something there. By the way, there's an e-cycle. I'm intrigued about getting it. I was kind of like on the cusp of getting it, and I didn't end up picking it up. What is in my Blender Market cart? Let me just have a quick look. I can't remember what I put in there. I think I put in ice tools. Yeah, no, see, it was $1. I didn't even pick it up. Did I just quit the stream? No. So yeah, but some of my renders what was the last one? The medieval one that I hated. I kind of just gave up on it. Was a 15-hour render. But because I made so many mistakes in that short film, I've learnt now on how to do things better. And I took that into the Matt Stoney film the short that I just created, and that workflow within 4 days I was able to push that out. Mwah! So good. All right, so let's continue on. I do like this. One thing I am going to do is I am actually going to have a look at the Star Citizen video that I recorded. Did I record a Star Citizen video? Oh yeah, I did. Okay. Yeah, sweet. So I'm kind of like I said before, oh, that's how they did it. Oh, right. So I like this. Oh, I like that. That is good. Because I was planning on putting it here, but I like how they've got that there. Oh, that's gorgeous. That makes a little bit more sense. Oh, that's a nice piece. Let's steal that right now. Okay. All right, from here, I'm in. We're stealing stuff. Steal like an artist. That looked absolutely brilliant. So what it kind of is as if there is a piece. Oh my goodness. Okay. We got this. I got excited for a sec. I'm still excited. Okay, so what we're going to do is, obviously, like the apartment sizes are much different. Let's go something like that. G to the Z, bring that down. Let's go E to extrude over something like that. Let's grab these two vertices. Let's go G, Y. And then we've got this piece like, ooh, even sitting there's nice. All right, so then we have something like that. Sorry, oops. Then from here, that looks... Sorry, lost the plot for a sec. Okay. Now, the issue is that cuts off that. So does that mean I can grab both of these? And what happens if we go like so? Shut up. GY. And that sits there now. Yeah, nice. Oh, cool. Excellent. I'm very happy with how that's turned out. So let's grab this. I'm going to move... Whoops. Okay, let's grab all this. Beautiful. Come on, you stupid door handle. There it is. So we are going to move all this like so. Let's grab... let's just move a whole room. Oh, don't do that. That was almost bad. Let's grab all this jazz, all this jazz, all that in there. That. Did I grab anything that I didn't need to? Beautiful. Let's go G. Oops. GX. I've got Christmas carols stuck in my head already. Okay, let's go like so. I've watched Star Trek. I haven't. I'm more of a Star Wars person. I'm just going to steal this. Shift D, scale on the X. Something like that. Because that looked nice how they had it. And then what we can do here is grab this piece, scale on the X, scale that in. Actually, we might, scale on the X, so something really like that. So let's go like so. E to extrude. I, E, wider, bing, bang, let's create two materials, and then we go into white light assign. Oh, how cool is that? And that's like illuminating where you're preparing food. So I think we might get rid of this square box now, because it doesn't suit what I'm trying to do, or how the brain works. Delete vertices. No. What the? Why is that not cutting all the way through? Scale Z0. Let's just go like this. that. K. AC, because it's changed. Enter. Lovely. From here, we can delete all these faces in here. Delete faces. F. Dang it. F. From here, let's deselect those two. And then we're just going to go G to the X and line that up like so. Beautiful. All right. So from here, what we can do is let's go GG. Yep, that's fine to me. Thinking of how we're going to do a cooktop. If I go G to the Z, what's going to happen? Nothing. Lovely. Let's go something like that. From here, I think we might just finish up on this little bit. E to extrude. No, because then that just looks stupid. Doesn't work. So how I'm trying to imagine some sort of like cooking thing. Just like in this video here, how we kind of go back, we can see that this is the cooking area. I do like that bit. I like that. So it's really, it's really interesting kind of like how they've got all those grooves in there, the radiuses. Oops, sorry, Blender. Ding me, you jerk. So maybe what we can do is if we, just trying to think, how would it look? If we grabbed it like so, G to the X, and what would happen if we were to extrude like so? And then what we could do is probably put that as a bevel, just for fun. Let's throw in a bevel modifier. All right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this, Shift D, P, separate by selection, just so we've got that face. Let's bring it out, y'all. Weird, I know it was weird. It's fine. GY. Just going to bring that out a little bit more. Select these two faces, GY. Lovely. From here, let's clear cut that out. Maybe the bevel can be 0.002. 0.02. Nice. And then this will allow kind of something like that. I to do an inset. E to extrude. I to do an inset. E to extrude. I'll scale that up. Oops. Nope. Scale that on the Z. G to the Z. E to extrude. So we kind of have something like that. Definitely we'll probably add in some more curves. I do like the idea of selecting here. Why? Let's just go merge by distance. Why are you not slicing all the way through? Am I? Oh, that's why it's not slicing all the way through, because of this wall. So let's quickly delete this wall because it's irrelevant. Delete faces. Lovely. And then this will allow scale Z 0. Beautiful. Just kind of cleaning up the mesh while we're at it. And then that'll allow, yeah, nice. And then if we have something like that, E to extrude, Alt S. Okay, so they're going the wrong ways. So if I go into the bit up here and we go into face orientation, Shift N to flip the normals. Lovely jabblies. Select all this, Shift N. Let's just select everything. Select everything, Tab, Shift N. There we go. Nice. I like that. Let's come back into here, face orientation. There we go. So if I select this edge loop, Alt S, E to extrude, Alt S, the other way, buddy. I do like that. I like how, yeah, we've got this kind of like open area down the bottom. So we'll keep that one and we'll come back to that. But for now, let's kind of just finish this section off in here. Shift D to the Z. And this is kind of like our range hood. Shift D, scale. Let's bring that over as well. G to the Y. My is extrude. I'm sorry. It's Marco special. And then no, I don't like that at all. Let's go with this. And then we'll grab this, G to the Z. From here, what we could probably do is an I to do an inset. Shift D, P, separate by selection. And then we're going to put in a few edge loops. Control B to do small edge loops. Delete faces. And then what I'm going to do is select the top of each of these panels. G to the Z and push that up. And then from here, what we can do is go E to the Z, delete face. Actually, we'll keep that face in there for now. And then with this selected, period key, just to make sure we're zoomed in on that one. Modifier, Solidifier Modifier. Let's go the other way. Beautiful. I think that'll look not too shabby. It is a little bit too boxy for my liking, but that's fine. We can always fix that up a little bit later. Let's press I, E, ooh, ooh, ah, wada, wada, bing, bang, ooh, ah. We'll grab that and that. Control V to do a bevel. Yep, that's pretty much what I was after. Something like that. Yeah, nice. We'll come back to that and fix that up. Hey mate, how you going? Kazik. Modern filmmaking would become obsolete with that kind of technology. Did I miss something? Yeah. Oh yeah, love it. I love Beat Saber. Pavlov I play quite a bit, and also started to build my own escape room in Unreal Engine. So that's kind of taking of what I'm going to learn here and bring it over into there, so on and so forth. So I want to bake textures for using Unreal Engine. So what would I do to bake big objects in low resolution? I would probably recommend you try the bread baking tutorial. Bake. There we go, that one. So this one might help you. Where's my live stream? There. That one. Alright, I am fairly happy with how that has turned out. What we probably could do, what we could do is let's select this bit in here. I'm going to grab these two, scale on the X. Let's grab that. Let's press, how are we going to do this? What we might do, how are we going to do this? So what I was thinking is, put in lights in there. Oh, actually, we could probably even just put in lights through there. That might be fun. Might have any tips on how to actually finish projects? I completely hear you. So, the biggest tip is not go, I'm going to make this. Your goal is to make this, but it's more like break it down into small segments. So when I'm doing infographics for my day job, it's kind of like I break it down scene by scene by scene by scene, element by element by element. And then that way you kind of chip at it a little bit, and then that's how you get to the end. Having a look at going, I'm going to make the biggest Star Destroyer and it's going to be under 1 billion polygons, and no. Make the Greeble first. So, why do I make Greeble set open? Hang on. So the way I've been doing it, let me just go File, Open Recent. Gingerbread House. Yeah, so kind of like I was doing this on Twitch, but I kind of started building a ship, but it's more building the individual pieces, then we can reuse. And then that kind of like increases all this jazz, and you kind of get to a more comfortable point. So that's the best way I recommend doing it, is chipping it away at little bits. I mean, that's what we're doing right now. At the start of the stream, we went, right, let's build a cube or our space, what it's going to look like. And then from there we went, right, let's focus on just this section. Then from there we built these doors. Then we came in and worked on this section. Actually, we worked on the roof at one point as well. These little doors, this oven area, and we're slowly chipping away at them. Then what we can do is we can come back and revise, and that's just the way it is. But anyway, it is 11:45, quarter to midnight. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. It really helps me out. It keeps me doing my content. I don't have any videos planned for this week, and I got to start getting back into video creation. I spent way too much time working on that Matt Stoney video that kind of failed. I put a link in the description. If you want, tag him in it. See if I can get his attention. Just saying. What else? I don't know. So yeah, we're going to probably try and continue on with this stream next Sunday. I also am on Twitch as well, where I do Blender stuff on there. Muck around on that as well. It's more I don't want to flood YouTube with live streams. So anyway, thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate you guys being here and chatting to me. Hopefully, yes. I'm tired. All right, thanks, guys. See you later.